Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am the pick a card Empress, and today we're going to get some messages for spirit from spirit, or for your spirit. Messages from spirit with regard to the year ahead. Like, what is the guidance? What can we expect from this day, from the day you're reading, from the day you're watching this, for 365 days, right? This is also a reading that I offer, except that today we're only going to explore 4 main areas, whereas in the spread that I offer, it's usually 10 main areas. Okay. All right. So today we're going to look at career and finances, health, spiritual spiritual guidance, and then guidance for your relationship with your soulmate or twin or love. Okay. All right, guys, so let's get into this. Pile 1, we have this diamante glittery heart here. Ding, ding, ding. Pile 2, we have this flower that's a little bit more sedate, but with this power in the center, I like to call it. And pile 3, you have this brooch. I love brooches, guys, I do. And you have this brooch. Okay, so you can pause the video, pick your pile, and I'm gonna see you in a moment. Okay, pile 1, if you chose this heart, this glittery heart here, this is your reading. So already I have a message for you. All right, so for some of you, it looks like you had some kind of heartbreak, because you see this heart, it's not like perfect. It's kind of bent out of shape. If you really look at it clearly, right, this is the heart on the inside, right? It's kind of bent out of shape. So it looks like you had some kind of heartbreak. It could be very recent, or it could be in the past, that kind of skewed your views on love. It was something very challenging, right? But it looks like you're healing from that, because I'm noticing like this. There's 6 diamonds inside here, and that's like the 6 of swords, right? So that's about healing. So even though your heart might have been broken, bent out of shape, you're healing, and you're still managing to shine that light of spirit, and to be optimistic about your life. I think what spirit is calling for you to do is get very grounded. You see there's a lot of brown in this. Get very grounded. Yes, you're searching. Yes, you always look towards the light, but you have to get very grounded at this time. And they're saying, even though your heart's bent out of shape, it is your power center, and we should always, address people or interact with people from a place of unconditional love, no matter what, or hardship. All right, anyway, let's get into this reading. All right, so let's get some advice from spirit about your career and finances. What does spirit want to tell you about that area of your life? What do you need to do to manifest abundance? What is it going to be like? What do you need to know? Okay. Sever vows of poverty. All right, I think that's a very powerful one. I wasn't even going to mention at the bottom of the deck. I don't usually do, but from the time I see this is something very powerful. So what this is telling me, for some of you that are watching this, if you have any kind of difficulties, oh gosh, I have red lavender on my fingers. Anyway, if you have any kind of difficulties manifesting abundance in your life, or maintaining financial stability, or anything like that, this is something karmic and past life related. It could be that in your past life you made some kind of vow of poverty, or maybe there was it could have been that you did something that was not based in integrity with regards to money, either in the past or in a past life. And so what's happening now is karmic, right? So they're saying, you know what, hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. right? As you do so, all effects of those vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So all you have to do is say, I hereby renounce, revoke, unmake. You could add any words you want like that. Unwrite, disavow any vows of poverty that I may have made in any lifetime. I hereby sever it in all directions of time, on all planes of existence. And you will know what to say next, but something, it has to be something like that, right? And indefinitely set the intention. It's all about belief and intention, and sever those vows. Yeah. And you know, as you're doing that, you might as well sever any vows of chastity as well, because sometimes that can also affect your love life, which we're going to get into. Okay, might as well do it. Okay, and so it's basically the same thing, just vows of chastity. All right. So anyway, so whatever you're going through, if you're having issues with your abundance, it's something karmic. All right. So the first thing we have, no more complaining. That's one. Gratitude list. That's very important. So it's about a change in mindset. Raise or promotion. Beautiful. Obstacles and blocks are lifted, and I'm getting so much truth shows. So power one, you're looking at a very abundant or a change in the right direction. It's like the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, but there are things that you can do, that Spirit wants you to do in order to ensure that you stay on this course. And the first thing Spirit is saying, stop the complaining. Stop the complaining, right? Stop the complaining. Stop thinking about the things that you don't have, because when you put your mind on the things that you don't have, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to attract. More negative experiences, more experiences of lack. Okay, so Spirit says this: complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Now remember, you're never a victim, right? We signed up for this, to learn whatever lessons for our soul to evolve. We signed up for this, right? Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So, all those people that say, I'm so broke, I don't know what to do. Don't do it. Don't put your mind on these things. Whatever you put your mind on, it will manifest. It goes for love, any other area of your life, right? If you think that somebody's going to cheat on you, guess what? Guess what you're going to manifest, buddy? Exactly. So you have to put your mind on positive things and affirm that there's an abundance of money or material things in the universe, and you are going to get more than your fair share. Okay? And then it says gratitude list. And this is very important, because when we focus our intention and our mind on what we have and what we're grateful for, Spirit says, oh, that's what she wants, or that's what he wants. Okay, I'm going to send more of that, right? Because Spirit is loving, right? So it says, counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. Interesting. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. So it's not just for material things, it's all about for the people in our life too, right? For the people in our life too. That's the way that we continue to manifest good things. And then it says a raise or promotion. So it looks like you're moving on up, right? It says congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus, which Spirit just talked about here. So it's to me, this is definitely a step-by-step thing. Okay? So the first thing Spirit wants you to do, stop complaining. Stop complaining, right? Get rid of the negative thoughts, and then fill those that void where those negative thoughts were with positive affirmations, and this is going to be the result. So to me, it's a step-by-step process. Okay? So Spirit is saying, after you do all of this and you start those positive affirmations, the result is in this increase in abundance flow. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based upon your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Okay, so this is where your spirituality and your groundedness in the 3D has to collide. Let's call it collide. Let's call it coincide. Let's call it coexist. Because not only must you have that positive focus, but there must be action, because Spirit is trying to give you some kind of intuitive hit as to the direction you need to be heading in. Spirit needs you to act on that guidance. Actually act, not just have the guidance there. Act on that guidance, and from the time you start to act, and then you keep those positive affirmations, it's like a miracle, right? And Spirit saying, keep up the good work. All right. So not only do you have to change your focus, your mind, get you centered into your heart space, be grateful for what you already have, but you must also act upon the guidance that you receive. That means you have to become receptive to Spirit, right? So the closer you are to Spirit to get those intuitive hits and intuitive nudges, the better it's going to be for you in the material world. And then it says, obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy, so it's work and energy, have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So when you reach the pinnacle of your success, where all blocks are lifted and you're progressing, you have to come back here. No complaining, gratitude list. Okay? Something just made a weird noise. Strange. Yeah. No complaining, gratitude list. Okay? And then it's the flow of abundance continues. So to me, this whole lineup is a flow of abundance. Right? So it looks like great things are happening for you in the coming year. Let's look at your health now. Spirit, what do you have to say about Pile 1's health? I'm going to go into the tarot for this one, because I don't have a deck that's health focused. Maybe I should make one. All right, now we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. So that means it can go either way. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want to tell you about your health? What's this about? We have, I get it again, right? Two of Pentacles. It can go either way depending on, and I guess Spirit is going to tell us, depending on what? It's another thing again. It can go either way. All right, so I'm going to have to clarify to see what Spirit has to tell you. So Spirit is saying basically it's 50-50, buddy. Both can't say that. Plus we had that Knight of Cups. And that's what he's about. He's kind of hesitant. He's back and forth. So it could be a seesaw. All right, let's see. Let's see what Spirit is trying to tell us here. We have 8 of Cups walking away. And we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse. All right, Pile 1, listen, this is what I'm getting for you. You got to be careful. Not in that way like bad things are happening. No. You have to be careful about who you surround yourself with and the things in your environment. What I'm getting is that is what is going to influence if you have good health or bad health in the coming year. It's going to be dependent highly on your environment and your emotional and spiritual well-being. And the reason why I say that, it's mostly because of this 8 of Cups card. Okay? So to me, I'm interpreting this because this is a seesaw. Knight of Cups is a seesaw. 2 of Wands is a seesaw. So it's up and down, indecision pathway. So Spirit is saying it's up to you. And the advice that Spirit is giving you, first of all, you have to walk away from things that don't serve you. So that's people that don't serve you. It is jobs that don't serve you. Hey, don't walk away unless you get another one, okay? Jobs that don't serve you. Toxic environments, especially if you're living in an area where there's a lot of radiation, or there's not enough green spaces and that kind of thing, though you really have to be careful. The things that you put into the food that you put into your body, the kind of water that you drink, I think you really need to, it's like you need to do a whole overhaul and a whole purge of your environment. Now, I know there are things that you may not be able to change right now, but Spirit says you have to do your best, right? Toxic relationships, because this is always tells me about something emotional, right? Because it is cups, and cups is about emotions. So toxic relationships, this is going to impact negatively on your health, because whoever is watching this, whatever emotional is going on with you, you really internalize it, and then it manifests in the body. Okay, so walk away, walk away. So Spirit says, in terms of your health, it's going to be kind of unstable and really dependent on the amount of self-care that you practice. Another thing that might impact upon your physical health is maybe your finances, which is quite understandable because we're living in very uncertain times. Okay, so maybe your finances, again, worrying about money and that kind of thing, going to make you sick. So there's a mindset change that has to happen, but there's also action that has to happen in order for you to manifest the best possible result. So that means really managing the people that come into your space, the things that you put in your body, the areas that you go to, those low vibe areas that you go to, your home, really clean out your home and making sure, it's free of dust, and you sage it out. I mean, you really need a clean environment right now, because I think that is what's going to impact heavily upon your physical health. Okay, so it's all dependent on you and the level of self-care that you have. Okay, all right. In terms of spiritual guidance and your spiritual journey, what does Spirit have for you? What does Spirit have for you here? Let's get 4 cards. And this is a new deck that was donated by Bradley L. How much do we have here? That's a bit too much. I mean, brand new. I opened it this morning. So thank you so much, Bradley. And it says, Wondrous Universe. It says, Finding Sanctuary, which kind of ties into what we were talking about before, actually. It says joy and delight and voyage of the heart. Interesting. Okay, so in terms of your spiritual journey, spiritual guidance, Spirit is saying wondrous universe, walk in beauty. So Spirit is reminding you that the universe is ever giving, ever loving, right? And you don't have to worry about anything, right? You are the magician. All you have to do is open up your hands to receive, right? So this is a time to really open up to the loving care of the universe, God, or whatever your connection to the universe and God is, and really know that you are protected always. I think this year is going to be a time of a lot of healing for you, because there's a lot of stars on his cloak. You see the stars there, and it's going to be a time for increased spiritual gifts, because we have the moon, and the moon is all about intuition. There's a lot of gold on his robe, so that's all about protection, especially protection from the universe, right? And his beard is gray, and gray is always a symbol of wisdom. So what I'm getting is that this year is going to be a year of huge spiritual growth for you. And it's something that is going to manifest in your physical appearance. I think you're going to be like glowing, shining. People are going to notice, because you're going to be walking in beauty, okay? And then it says finding sanctuary. And before I even read below, this is what I was saying about your health. This is a time to really detox your environment and find that safe space where you can be at peace and you have peace of mind. Let me tell you, peace of mind is such a wondrous thing because it really allows you to just settle down, connect with your emotions, and connect with source, right? So listen, find some kind of sanctuary, whether it be in your home. But if you live with other people, maybe it'll be outside of your home, but then we're in quarantine. But find some little space that is your sanctuary where you can just be with you and the universe. And it says opening to your spiritual source. So there's a call for you now to really open up your spiritual gifts and connect to the source of love. I really think that this year you're going to be receiving some activations that are meant to put you smack dab onto your life purpose and the spiritual path that you're meant to walk in this life. And then Spirit says joy and delight. So this is about looking at the world through the eyes of a child, right? That all that war, why am I saying war? All that awe and wonder that a child has. There's so much magic. Spirit says it's time to surrender to that. Open your heart to joy, right? So no matter what is going on in our life, there's always joy to be found if we really look at the world through the heart of a child, where everything is magical and everything is possible, and you believe in the impossible. So Spirit is saying it's time to reconnect to that inner child and view the world as such, And then it says voyage of the heart. Okay, so to me I'm getting two things. It says love flows through you, and two, so when you connect with that source of all love, right, the origin of love, right, source energy, you're going to be shining, you're going to be glowing, and you being in that vibration of love is going to attract true love in the 3D to you. Okay, so that's, and it's not just in terms of a romantic relationship, but also abundance, because we have fish here, and healing, we have a star here, and growth, we have these leaves, and it's going to be a journey that may be tumultuous at time, but know that it is always abundant, and it's always going to reconnect you to source and to your heart space. Okay, so in terms of love, what's happening? In terms of love, what's happening? What does Spirit want you to know about this coming year? What can you expect? We have you deserve love. Attraction. But this is like another step-by-step guide, just like the finances. Calling in your soulmate. Yeah, this is in sequence, guys. And heart-to-heart conversations. All right, this is in sequence. So Spirit says the starting point is the Ace of Cups, and which is loving yourself first. It says you are lovable, and you have to remember that, because when we lose sight of the fact that we are lovable and that we deserve to be loved in the way that Spirit intended for us to be loved, we're going to do things differently, and we conduct our relationships differently. So Spirit is saying the first thing you have to work on is loving yourself completely. Okay, and when you start to love yourself completely and you're not settling for shit, right, that is when you're going to attract real love into your life. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So enjoying time alone with yourself, smelling the roses, really getting out there and doing the things that you like, following your passions. This is what is going to attract and bring love into your life. And then it says you're going to be calling your soulmate, basically. You're going to be calling him your soulmate when you do that. When you love yourself and you start enjoying your life, you're going to be calling in your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. All right, so whether this is someone who's already in your energy field or someone you don't know, from the time you change your vibration, and it starts with loving yourself, that is when you start to call them in, because Spirit is saying, this person is ready for love. This person is ready for love, right? And then it says heart-to-heart conversation. So to me, it says when this person comes in, don't rush it. Don't rush it. It says honestly discuss your feelings with each other and really get to know each other, right? So Spirit is saying, don't rush this thing, okay? Focus on yourself first, and then when this person comes in, take the time to know them. And this is not a time to be jumping into the sack, you know what I'm saying? It's a time to be really getting to know this person. And then we'll stop off with just some general messages. It could be about anything. Messages from the fairies. And then we're going to close this reading. All right, so what's the final word from Spirit? Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Oh yeah. Patience, please. Easy does it. And summer. Nice. So Spirit is saying goodbye to the old, hello to the new, and hello to the new. So this is what I was saying about doing that detox, that total detox of your life. You're in a new cycle and it's time for new things, right? So you have to change your environment to suit. It says you finish one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. So it's all up from here, right? But you have to release and get rid of all the old things. So if you've not done your spring cleaning, not just within your house, but in your relationships and so on, it's time to do that and make way for the new. And then it says patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to unfold first. So if you're experiencing a lull in terms of your abundance or finances, or even in the department of love, Spirit is saying that there are things, cycles that need to close out and complete before the ultimate manifests. And then it says easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. So this is a time to just release and let go. Let go of it all, and just surrender to Spirit, because you're being divinely guided and protected at this time. We have the dolphins here. And then we have summer. And to me, this is about love, because it's a green card, right? It says everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. So to me, this is a love one, because this is about green. So it looks like summer. Big things are going to be happening. All right, Power One, that was a reading. I hope that helped you. Take care. Bye. Hey, Power Two, if you chose the flower with the heart center, this is your reading. So what I'm getting here is that the year ahead is just going to be primarily, it looks like, a time of healing. Not just healing yourself, healing your heart, but also healing some relationships around you. If you notice one of these purple stones missing, so it could be that you might have had a breakup with someone that was very dear to you, very close to your heart center. It looks like you're going to be doing a lot of healing. I'm also getting that there's going to be like a blossoming of your psychic or intuitive gifts. Yeah. At this time, so you might be having some kind of third eye chakra activation. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. So I think this coming year, I think there's going to be a heavy focus on your spiritual journey, and definitely a resurgence in hope as well, because the star card is about hope. Okay. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's start with career and finances. What does Spirit want you to know about that? And this is also a reading that I offer, except that I look at 10 different areas, but today we're only going to look at 4, which is career, and finances, health, your spiritual journey, and your relationships. So you can always check out my website. All right, so I think that big changes are coming ahead for you as well. And look, we have here an employment change. So it could be a change in your job, the actual job that you do now, or it could be that you change careers completely, but there's some kind of change in employment that's going to happen, and it is going to be for the better, even though it may not look like it at first. It says your career path is leading you to a higher direction, so it's more it's converging now with your life purpose, with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each and every step of the way. Okay, so it looks like there's an employment change that's happening. So let's get 4 cards and see what Spirit wants you to know. It says successful funding. It says block out distractions. It says deservingness. And it says ask for your needs to be met. Alrighty. So what it's saying here is that successful funding, without even reading, it tells me that you might have had some kind of project in your heart for the longest while. Okay, you've gotten this inspiration from Spirit, but maybe you didn't know where you would get the finances to birth this project, to bring this project to life. Or maybe you're in a job and maybe you want some kind of thing to materialize, maybe like a home or something like that, and you just didn't know again how you get the resources to do that. But Spirit is saying there is going to be either some kind of sponsorship, some kind of partnership, or some kind of financial breakthrough that's going to allow for the manifestation of this. It says your idea is divinely guided. So it's some idea that you have, some intuitive nudge, and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. It says crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So Spirit is saying they're going to make sure that funding opportunities are going to come your way. You just have to look out for it. And then Spirit says it's time to focus. Block out distractions. And let me tell you something. You will get so much distractions when you really decide to pursue a goal, because there are other forces that do not want you to succeed. And sometimes these forces are inside of us. It's our own negative self-talk and self-dialogue that we have, that, it's really the internalized messages from other people. Spirit saying you have to block out that shit. And if you have negative people in your life, you need to block them out too, right? It says here, your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, right? So this is not just your career. This is talking about what you were sent here to do, right? So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what is important. Okay, so all those friends who call and they just want to suck your energy, girls, guys, block them out, even if it means blocking them, because it's just distractions. It's just distractions. When we want something to manifest, we have to focus, right? You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So if you have all kind of negative Nancy's around you at this time, block them out. And then it has deservingness. So know that you deserve this, right? You deserve this. You are worthy. It says you are a beloved child of God, like everyone else. And you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. So it looks like your career is really going to dovetail with your life purpose right now. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. And I think I have, go in my playlist, I have a reading on what is your best qualities. Maybe you need to check that out, because sometimes we can't see the beauty in ourselves, because we've had so much negative self-talk and so much outside interference, outside dialogue, that we really can't see, who we really are. And then it says, ask for your needs to be met. So this is about asking for help. There are light beings around you all the time, but they cannot intervene until you ask for help, okay? It says, God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, whether you cry out or you beg, whatever it is, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So not just angelic help or help from God, but there are also people that the universe is going to place into your life that can also help you. And you know what? You got to set aside your pride, your ego, and really, take that leap. Ask them a question. All right. So let's see what's going on with your health in the coming year. What is the advice? What is the advice? What the Spirit wants us to know, because maybe they want to alert us to something. All right. We have a Page of Pentacles in reverse. What is this about? And the Six of Wands in reverse and the King of Pentacles. So I'm getting, it may not have a great start. It may not start off the way you like. In fact, there might be some kind of disruption in your health, but know that at the end of it all, you're going to be sitting pretty as the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, he's solid as a rock. So it looks like it'll start off a bit unstable here, right? You're going to fall off the horse, right? But, at the end of the day, you're going to be sitting pretty. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to tell us. Your health. We have Nine of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Six of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm getting a message with this already. We have Temperance in reverse. Sagittarian energy. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. Let me pull a card in the Hierophant in reverse. All right, guys, let me tell you what I'm getting here. I'm getting that your emotions and the things that are happening in your emotional life, maybe things that are happening with your love relationships, are going to have a really close connect with your physical health. Therefore, if you are in a and you can watch pile 1, because this came off of pile 1 too. So if you are in some kind of toxic codependent situation here, right, it's going to be very unstable. Your health is going to be up and down, because you're going to be internalizing all that is happening, and it's going to manifest in your physical body. Okay? And the more you go through these toxic cycles, the more these things in your physical body are going to manifest, until you learn the lesson and you speak your truth and you stop sabotaging yourself by dealing with some toxic situations. Okay? So it looks like particularly there's some sort of toxic setup with a soulmate. There might be some kind of reconciliation that's coming in, but it's going to be kind of tumultuous unless you guys learn the lesson and interact with each other in a different way. It's going to come back to the same toxic cycle, and then it manifests in the body. So Spirit is saying this: you have a choice, right? You have a choice. Okay? So you can go back into the same toxic cycle and then have all these ups and downs with your health, Or you can do something differently. You can see the truth of what it is, set healthy boundaries, be your authentic self, and really enjoy some beautiful experiences in terms of your health. But it is all up to you. Okay? It's all up to you. Okay? And it's really how you manage the relationships in your life. Okay? Because if you don't manage them well, it's going to manifest in your physical body. And it's going to be a really unstable time for you. Your health will be up and down, you know, fluctuating with some kind of toxic relationship that you might have been in. Okay? All right. Let's get some advice for your spiritual journey. So that is something that you definitely need to look at. So if you know you have some energy vampires around you, you have to set those boundaries, right? So it's the same thing with the block out distractions. You have to block out the energy vampires, guys. And you really have to focus on you and your self-care. All right, advice for your spiritual journey. We have ascending the mountain. We have fogged in. We have gates of triumph. And we have begin now. Alrighty. Interesting. Alright, so what I'm getting already is that you guys might need to watch pile 3. And the reason why I say that is because doesn't this and this look the same? Isn't it the exact same thing? Look. So I think you guys might have to watch pile 3. Alright. So what am I getting here? 1. You are ascending. So you've been doing some good work in the past year and you are ascending, right? So there's an ascension. You've gotten some kind of upgrade or something like that, but Spirit says keep going. You haven't reached the summit as yet, right? Keep on going. You've been doing some really good work, and this is your guides, Spirit coming forward and saying keep on going. You're on the right path. And though there might be obstacles, Spirit was with you every step of the way. So definitely you've been ascending. Beautiful energy. And then it says here, fogged in, go slow, take time. All right, so it looks like you are leaving behind some sort of karmic cycle, okay, that you might have been locked into. And as you slowly make your way out of that cycle where you weren't seeing things clearly, Spirit is saying, just take your time. Don't rush into anything as yet. So if you've been in a karmic cycle in terms of a relationship, don't rush into a new one. Take time to really calm your emotions, settle yourself before you embark on anything new. Okay, there is no rush. And Spirit is saying, you know, you are going to have success. It says here, gates of triumph. Success expands in your life and in all areas of your life. So in terms of your finances, your career, everything is going to be on the up and up because you have been putting in the work, and the sun is about to shine on you. And then it says begin now. So for some of you, Spirit's been calling you. Or Spirit's been nudging you to embark on a particular spiritual journey. And Spirit says it's time. It's time. If you've been ignoring Spirit is saying it's time. Take that first step. So let me see what is this first step that Spirit wants you to take. All right. So we have a Queen of Swords in reverse, and all my reverse court cards in these decks are karmic energies. And we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So what Spirit is saying is that it looks like you have not been speaking your truth, or you have not been showing the world your authentic self because you didn't want any conflict, right? Maybe you're conflict avoidant, but Spirit is saying that is not the way to go. That's not the way to. It's time to speak your truth, set healthy boundaries in your life, see the truth of a situation, and see the truth of who you are. Maybe you've been hiding your true self from the world. See the truth of who you are, and that is what's going to really bring you peace and harmony. Okay? So Spirit is saying begin now. See the truth of a situation, exactly as it is and make decisions based on that. Show the world your authentic self. Speak your truth to whoever you need to speak your truth to, and embark on your journey, because Spirit is waiting for you. Spirit is waiting for you. All right, so let's see love. In the area of love, what does Spirit want you to know? Release your ex. So this, it really ties in with releasing moving on from some kind of cycle right there. All right, says release your ex. Then wedding. You deserve love. And calling in your soulmate. All right, so this is what I'm getting here, right? Spirit says release your ex. It's time to clear your energy. The time has come to clear your energy. So whether it's an ex from the past, way back in the past, whose energy is still affecting you and affecting the decisions that you're making in your love life, it's time to release them. Whether it's the past with a particular person, it's time to release it, because maybe they are coming back in brand new, and you need to release the past in order to work on a new relationship with them. Maybe you were with someone who was married, Spirit saying, or in a high level commitment, Spirit saying, it's time to release them. It's time to release them. You are on a new journey now. Okay, you're on a new journey now. Now it could be that I see you're calling in a soulmate here. Okay, it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you guys together. So for some of you guys, in order for this soulmate to come in, you need to release this ex. You have to clear your energy of any kind of resentment, bitterness, any feelings of betrayal, any feelings of victimhood, because that cannot coexist with this new energy that's coming in. So whether you're calling back a past person, but I don't think so, it looks like new love. Spirit is saying it's time to clear your energy in order to receive this person and not have any baggage that's going to affect your relationship. And Spirit is saying, remember always, you deserve love. You deserve love. You are lovable. And that's the first step. You have to love yourself first, and that is what is going to call in this soulmate, okay? But the first thing you need to do, release your past. That's what I'm getting. So it could be releasing all exes, because everybody, they leave a kind of energetic imprint on you, right? Whether good or bad. So it's time to release whatever does not serve you. Okay? Whatever doesn't serve you, it's time to release that. Okay? And it's time to release that habit you may have of making decisions based on your past experiences with other people. You have to clear your energy. You have to deal with your baggage so that you can have a clean slate for when this soulmate comes in, because it's unfair for them to be punished for what happened with someone else. Okay, clean slate. And we're just gonna get some last general messages, and that will be your reading, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and sub the channel. That is so important. Thank you. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to tell us just to close off. We have your wishes granted. We have get some exercise. So maybe that's also part of that health thing. Ask for what you want. And that's the second time we have a message about asking. Okay, asking for help. And then it has affirmations. Beautiful. All right. So it says your wish is granted. So you've been praying for something, wishing for something, wish upon a star. Spirit saying what you've asked for is coming true. So whether you've asked for true love, or you've asked for someone to come back, or you've asked for a change in your finances, whatever it is, Spirit is saying that your wish has been granted. So you just have to sit pretty. And it says get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you you begin to feel stronger in all ways, in all areas, because nothing raises your vibration as quickly as exercise. If you're feeling low, you're feeling depressed, you go take a nice walk, a nice brisk walk. Bam, your vibration has risen, right? And you need to be in high vibe if you want to manifest. Okay, so that's for all areas of your life. Okay, so get some exercise. And then it says ask for what you want, right? It says let the universe and other people know what you need. So it's not just about asking the universe, but also speaking your truth. And we saw that. Speaking your truth. Don't hold your needs and your wants inside. People are not psychic. Okay, people are not psychic. And even with the universe, you have to ask. Okay, so this is about, giving voice to the true you, right? And then it says affirmations. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. So don't get down in the dumps if you think that things are taking too long to manifest and whatever, and you focus on the things that happened in the past with your relationships. Spirit says release all of that. Only positive energy going forward. Okay. All right, my loves, that was your reading. I hope that it helped you. Take care. Don't forget to sub the channel. Make your comments down below. Thank you very much. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. And if you chose the swirl 1, watch pile 2, right? Because they had a card that came out and it had this exact same thing on it. All right, so pile 3, what am I getting here? I'm thinking that you're either in a karmic cycle or you're exiting a karmic cycle or closing some kind of karmic cycle that might have made you feel empty and void inside. Now, it could have been with a love interest. It is a circle, never ending, right? So maybe it may have felt never ending and it may have really depleted you. So now's the time for regeneration and really getting back into the groove of who you are. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there with that. I know that you're protected right now. There's a lot of, well, it's mainly gold. You're protected, you're guided by your spirit team, so you don't have anything to worry about. All right, so let's get into this reading, guys. The first thing we're going to look at is career and finances. What does spirit want you to know about career and finances? Is it that you're going to get some kind of promotion or a raise? What do you need to do to manifest abundance? Anything that spirit wants to tell us. So we have positivity, faith, and optimism. I think we're most getting the same thing. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Declutter. All right, so if you haven't done that spring cleaning, time to do that. And then it says employment change. And then we have another card. Exercise. This also came off a pile too, but in the last bits of it. Okay, so what do we have here? All right, so what I'm getting here, first of all, if you've been experiencing any difficulties with your finances or anything like that, it's something that's karmic. Okay, so what you need to do is put back into the flow of abundance so that karmic debt is balanced off, it looks like. And the reason why I say that, every time this card comes out about donations, tithing, and charitable work, it always strikes me as like an atoning kind of card every time. And it always tells me that that whatever is happening in your life is either past life related or related to something that you did in this life. Okay, so it says give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manifold in miraculous ways. The time, and it doesn't have to be money, okay? It could be time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So there's something that was done either in a past life or in the past that kind of put a spoke in the wheel of that flow of abundance. So now you have to get that flow going, and the fastest way to do that is to put back in, to give, okay, and then get that flow of abundance going again. And then it says positivity, faith, and optimism. You open a doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. So don't focus on the things that you don't have. Don't ever say I'm broke. Don't ever say I don't have any money. Don't ever say anything like that. Just focus on the things that you have already, that you are grateful for, and Spirit is going to bring more of it. Okay, so if you're grateful for the balance in your bank account, focus on that, and Spirit is going to bring more, right? So it's all about being in a positive mindset. Don't focus on lack, because the universe is going to send more lack to you. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. So, in everything we always experience a bit of obstacles, and Spirit is saying, don't let that crush your spirit, right? That's only temporary. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Everything changes, right? And then it says declutter. And this is not just physical decluttering. This is also getting rid of some of the energy vampires in your life. All those bloodsuckers, all those people who just there to leech off of you. It's time to block them out. Block them out. Declutter. Any kind of toxic dynamic or toxic relationship, bye-bye. Okay? It's also clean up your diet, the things that you're taking into yourself, your environment. Make sure that, your physical environment is nice and clean and organized, because then that really allows for beautiful healing energy to flow through your spaces. And also it clears your mind. When it's time for me to do my studies and stuff, I have to make sure that my place is really tidy and clean, or else my mind is cluttered. I can't focus, right? So this is what the Spirit is saying. You have to get organized. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away any clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So you have to get organized, but you must also ensure that you have that downtime, right? So you can really reconnect with yourself and really get peace of mind. And then it says employment change. So it looks like there's going to be either a change in job or a change in career, and it is going to be for the better. Spirit is saying, it says your career path is leading you in a higher direction. So that tells me it's going to converge with your life purpose, right? With positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each and every step of the way. Okay, so again, there's some kind of cycle that you need to close off to allow this new energy to come in. So if you've been in a dead-end job, it's time to either start sending out resumes, refreshing your resume, or if a lot of us are working at home whilst we are in isolation, right? Because I'm recording this in the time of COVID. So it could be a good time to explore your other passions and see where you can make maybe a career out of the things that you really love and enjoy whilst you're making that transition. And then it says exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. And I was telling Paul too, you can't manifest if you're vibing low. Okay? And the easiest and quickest way to raise your vibration is to get physical exercise. If you're feeling low, you're feeling depressed, trust me, you go and have a nice brisk walk and bam, you're in it again. Right? It says the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. And it could be anything, just move your body. It could be dancing, whatever you enjoy, but just get that body moving. Okay, all right. And as we say, getting body moving, we're going to go into health now. What does Spirit want us to know about our health? And so far all three parts have been consistent with the messages for health. And I wouldn't be surprised if you get the same message as well. See? All right, so we have the Three of Cups in reverse, and we have the Magician. So it looks like that there is some kind of new beginning in health. So maybe I'm getting, maybe right now you might even be feeling depressed. Right now you're not happy, but it looks like you're going to be manifesting something new. But again, you have to raise your vibration. Let me see what it says. Let me see what is the message. We have Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the Hangman in reverse. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Nine of Cups. And it's kind of like the message for the others, but this is directly related to your family or the way you were raised. All right, getting several messages here. First of all, Spirit is saying that there's something that you're not seeing. Okay, there's something that you're not seeing. They're trying to bring your attention to something. If you have, this is telling me that the health and well-being that you will or will not enjoy this year is going to be directly related to either one, some sort of family pattern, or even maybe something even genetic. Okay, and that could be, triggered, and or it could be related to some sort of breakup. Some of you might be going through a divorce, but there's some kind of breakup, and this is what is going to be impacting on your health and well-being. It's going to throw you off for a little bit, but Spirit says you can quickly recenter if you, the Hierophant is about higher learning. So if you get some further information on this thing that could be genetic in your family, or if you learn the lesson from this breakup or this experience, I really do think it might be a love experience. If you learn the lesson, if you get the information, you do the research, then you can enjoy a high level of vitality this year. But there's something that's going to kind of knock you off your feet. And for some of you, it's related to either some toxic family pattern, or maybe some kind of toxic dynamic in a family. For others of you, it is something genetic, right, that has been passed down and probably gets triggered. And for others of you, it's a breakup that you internalize and it manifests in your physical body. Okay? But it can quickly turn around if you do the research or learn the lesson from the experience. Then you're really going to be enjoying a high level of vitality and success this year. Okay? Let's see what are the messages for your spiritual journey. Let's see. Spirit, could you give us 5 cards? 4 cards, please. How did I say 5 cards? All right, so we have solitude. Well, we're all in solitude now, aren't we? Solitude. So that's hermit vibes. Vast vistas. Embracing enthusiasm. And valiant courage. Interesting. Okay. So the first thing is solitude. So Spirit is saying, okay, so this time that you're going to be spending alone, whether it's forced isolation or whether you decide, you know what, you're really going to take a deep look within. Spirit is saying, in silence, peace prevails. You're going to find that peace inside. And trust me, there's nothing better than peace of mind. There's nothing better than peace of mind. That's when you're going to really find your inner peace in the solitude. So Spirit is saying, take advantage of this time spent alone to really get to know yourself and really come to terms with who you are and be okay with it. Be okay. In fact, enjoy being alone. Enjoying this alone time. Right? Because there's going to come a time when you're going to need to expand your horizons. Right? It says, you know, it says expand your horizons. Right? So Spirit is saying it's time to step out of your box. Step out of your comfort zone. Well, I guess when COVID is over. Step out of your comfort zone. It's time to travel. It's time to step into your spiritual journey. I know he reminds me of the Fool. The Fool's energy here. You know, very youthful, very enthusiastic. So for some of you guys, I mean, you've not begun in your spiritual journey yet. You've not really explored that dynamic, that side of you. And Spirit is saying now it's time. Step out of your comfort zone. Don't let anybody put you inside a box. Whether it's a box that your family put in terms of your religion and spirituality, don't stay in there. Answer your soul's calling. There's a journey into this vast ocean that is calling you, right? And then it says embracing enthusiasm. So to me, this is all about following your passions, because that's what's really going to transform you. We have the butterflies here. It says shout out to the heavens with happiness. So, you know, it's really embracing joy and finding joy in the little things in life. You know, instead of looking at that half empty glass, see it as half full and, you know, work from there, right? And then it says valiant courage. Take action with passion. Okay, so maybe you've been thinking of embarking on this spiritual quest. Maybe you've been finding that your current perspectives on spirituality or religion are no longer resonating with you, but you know, you might be afraid to, you know, step outside of your comfort zone. Spirit says it's time to take action and really follow your passion, really follow your higher guidance, and wherever it leads, it will lead you to success. Okay, you don't have to stay in any kind of box. Spirit says it's time to break out and time to be brave and, you know, really find out who you are and not be afraid to show who you are to the world, especially when it comes in terms of your spiritual gifts and your spirituality and your beliefs. Okay, all right, in terms of love, let's see what Spirit wants us to know. We have separation. We have playfulness. I'm going to pull a card on separation because they're wanting me to note that it came out reverse, but I don't usually read reversals in this deck. We have children. And we have getting to know each other. All right, so let me pull a card on separation because they're telling me to know that it came out reversed, but I don't read reversals. Let's see. Spirit, what did you want us to know about the separation card? All right, so you might be in separation from someone because they were deceptive, they were lying, they were deceiving themselves, and they were deceiving you. Okay, yeah, but know that it looks like this person is no longer confused. It looks like they're seeing things clearly now. It looks like they made some kind of decision. So it looks like separation might be coming to an end for you guys because we have this new beginning in love. So know that I think somebody might have, you know, there might have been a horrible ending between you guys. You guys went into separation, but it looks like this person is about to take a leap of faith because they're recognizing that you're the one here. So it looks like separation is over. And Spirit is saying when this person comes back, instead of rehashing all the horrible things from the past, although you do have to rehash and get that closure. Spirit is saying to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So whilst you're talking about the hard things and the heavy things, please remember to have fun with each other. Try to make light of certain things, not a light of what happened before, but certainly just reconnect with each other in a very playful kind of way, and just ease up on some of the heavy stuff that you guys definitely need to discuss and get closure on. And then it says children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, it could be maybe your person has children or in another situation with children, and they feel like they have to be loyal to that situation. They feel like they're bound or tied to that situation, right? Or it could be that both of you guys' inner child are affecting the situation. So you might be reacting or being triggered by certain things that your person does because of your own inner child wound and because of their inner child wounding as well. Yeah. So Spirit saying this is the genesis of any kind of drama that might be in your life right now. Yeah, but know that there's going to be positive movement forward on that front, and this person is coming forward to communicate. And Spirit says when they come forward, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So when they come forward, it's not a time to play games or talking ambiguous language. No, it's about plain talking and really getting to know the good and the bad about each other. So it's about setting your pride aside and your ego and really coming from a place of love. Okay? Alright, so let's get these last messages from Spirit on anything that they want to bring up, and we're going to close off this reading, guys. So we have love life, we have debt paid off, and as you see, that's why I was getting that thing with that karmic debt. We have goodbye to the old, hello to the new, and who do you need to forgive? All right, so it says the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So I think you guys must have closed off some kind of toxic cycle, right? Because they say this karmic debt is paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. So it looks like you closed off a big karmic cycle, and it looks like that debt has been repaid. Spirit is saying goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You finished one part of your life. I told you about that cycle. And now a new and even better path is beginning. And then the last thing is, whom do you need to forgive? All right, so it looks like your heart might be blocked now with some kind of resentment because of some kind of betrayal from the past. But Spirit is saying whether it's your parents or old love, you need to forgive. You need to clear that energy from your heart. It says as you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. So when we hold on to these things, we also block again that flow of the universe. So Spirit is saying you need to clear that energy from your heart space, because our heart is our power center. Okay? All right, pile 3, this was your reading. I hope that it helped you. Please like, share, subscribe, and if you want to go a step further and click on any of the ads that played during this reading, that would be lovely. All right, guys, take care. Bye.